Hey, Doug, here we are out on YouTube again on our Monday call. Can you believe it's already Monday, my friend?
Crazy.
I know, it just
Well, I didn't take a weekend. So,
no.
but if you don't take a weekend, if you don't do a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you work all those days, then what is Monday?
See, I think Monday is the weekend
Ah, okay.
and we just work it.
Like
I
we do
don't
every
I
other
don't
day.
know. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever get to the bottom of the answer for that one, for that particular
There,
question.
there
Well,
we
I saw
go.
that
But
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh, well,
What we now you go. You go.
No way.
You gonna
I
make me go?
yes, go. Go.
Well, if it is Monday, this is the last day for the point zero 0.05 uh, UTHIX token. So I do know that I at least have that as a Monday, and so I know that is today. So a lot going on there, Deb. Now, what did you have?
I had While the price of Bitcoin is in a really nice place, going up and down a little bit here and there, we have a lot of work to do in Otherverse today because it's the last day that we can go out and get tokens at 0.05. Guys, we've been talking about Otherverse for weeks now. We've been talking about it for weeks. And tonight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific, that price is going to jump up to 0.055. Not a big jump, really nice actually, that people can still come in and get a really great price on a pre-sale. But when you don't have to lose 0.005 in price on a token, then
Yeah.
jump in. If you don't have to lose it,
And,
then don't.
and they're going to lose and Peter and I have not decided, and this is the truth. It's not a ploy or anything. We really haven't decided if we can and are going to continue to give, an airdrop for those that go through our link here. So as it stands right now, the additional tokens that we're giving away ends tonight at midnight, and it may stay that way permanently, or Peter and I may be able to reevaluate and see how much more we can do. But we have not done that yet. So
Yeah.
at this point, best to not hesitate.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a really super generous bonus that you're giving everybody who jumps in and gets into the pre-sale early. So thank you very much. Just want to say thank you for that. If it continues on, excellent. We'll continue to, promote that. Otherwise, I'm just grateful for everybody who was able to jump in and get her done. So I'm
Get her done.
excited. So on
Yeah.
Friday, Doug, you had bought 6,000 tokens, I think.
Yep.
And you wanted to use our nSights tracking system to track the profitability on those tokens. And I know we're going to walk through that today. I want to remind everybody out there that nSights DeFi Trader is our trading platform in the DeFi space. And we added a tracking system, which I find I love it, because being able to track your coins, tracking what you're doing, is really important. But being able to take negative transactions and swap them out for USDT, go buy some other verse tokens, and in the future, if that token happens to go up in value, then we're going to be able to track how we got out of all of those negative trades. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And what I want to mention is even if you're not an nSights trader, you have access to our tracking system. If you have bags of tokens out in your MetaMask or anywhere actually that you want to track against Otherverse tokens, you can use our platform for that. In the near future, you're going to be able to use our platform for free to track those, not just with Otherverse purchases, but all kinds of different coins purchases.
Right.
You suddenly you're not in love with a coin anymore, and you want to just trade it out and trade it for a different coin, you'll be able to do that using our system. So go to nsightsdefitrader.io and sign up for a free account. And also there's a link out there on our website that'll get you straight to the pre-sale. So go get your tokens, come back and grab your free account, And then when you get excited about nSights, come on into our Discord and start trading with us. We can't wait. Can't
Yeah.
wait. All right, Doug, I'll
Yeah.
turn it over to you.
Well, and I know this thought is out there, and I just want to cover it real quick, and then I'm going to get into doing the swap. Um, you know, we had, and I've had a number of people that have had bad trades that I've helped them with their bad trades, and some of them would buy different coins. Those coins would go down in value. Maybe those coins go back up in value in some time. Maybe they don't. Hard to say, right? But one of the things that we did for other members and people that I've traded with is that we sold that coin, got the USDT like we're doing with other verse here, UTHIX token. But when Bitcoin was down at 16,000, we went and bought Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin took off and went up. Here's what I want to say. Everybody's going to, especially the traders out there, they're going to go, well, if I hadn't bought that other token and sold it for, say, I'm down 50%, I bought $100 worth and now I'm getting $50 USDT. If I hadn't bought that token, well, when Bitcoin was 16,000, I would have had $100 to buy Bitcoin instead of $50 to buy Bitcoin. Folks, that's not trading.
Right.
Okay. Trading is you take risk and you learn how to mitigate or manage those risks. And so the same argument is the people that bought that bad coin went down also bought some good coins that went way up. Are you going to tell me now they shouldn't have bought those? No, you got to take risk. You have positive and negative all the time. The question is how do you manage the negative positions back to positive positions or even profitable positions? That's trading, right? And so, yeah, and if you really think about it, it's very silly to say, well, if I kept all $100, I could have went and bought it at that price. Well, if you kept all $100, then you wouldn't have bought any of those other coins that went up in value and you made money on either. Okay.
Right.
You have to be the person that you can't lie to. Number one in trading is yourself. And so know that you're going to have winning trades and negative trades. We don't ever say losing trades because we always believe in taking a negative trade and turning it into a winning trade. So anyways, I just wanted to cover that because I know people out there are in the back of their mind or even talking about it, going, well, what is he talking about? No, let's just be honest with ourselves. We
Yeah.
all have trades that went deeper than we want. Maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't. That's not the issue. The question is how do we manage the risk or how do we manage the negative trade back to a positive trade? Simple. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that's a
okay.
really important discussion to have, Doug, because it's exactly what we all do is we're buying up crypto and trading crypto and holding crypto here. And I did it just the other day. I was looking at the price of BNB when I bought a certain coin, and the price of BNB was really, really low. And compared to today's value, I was
Right.
looking at my trade on the blockchain and my first thought was, oh, dang, if I just would have held on to that BNB, then I would have had more than this particular trade is worth. And it got me
Right.
thinking in that moment about, oh my gosh, if we all started trying to track in that way, trading would be no fun, Doug. It would be a miserable
Well,
experience.
well, and you can't do it. I mean, you're judging performance using hindsight
Yes.
to judge that performance. And gamblers do this, and we're not gamblers. I hate gambling actually. But people who think if I had just held that card or if I just did this and next time I will and I'll win and I,
Nope.
doesn't work that way.
No.
Money management is what works, right? Because you can track where you are, you can make plans, change directions, fix things. If that works, great. If that doesn't work, then switch again. You keep managing your positions and managing your trades, and that is what makes all of this work.
Right.
So, yeah, and you have those B&B moments. Like I had a B&B trade that I got when it was down in that below 300
Oh yeah.
and got a bunch of B&B. And I just sold it last week for 17 grand. Okay.
Nice.
It helped pay some of the programming bills. So,
Nice.
but that's the kind of stuff you do. But I have a dash trade that I've moved into nSights that was down $300, I think, at least 250 to $300. It was down. Still had money in it, so I could go buy other verse. So yeah, so I had the 17,000 gain. I had the $200, $300 drawdown, but I still had the money to go out and buy other verse, which I think will go up, and I'll close that drawdown at least 200 to 300% above where my dash trade was, because that's my goal. I believe
Right.
other verse will do that. The UTHIX token will give me that opportunity at a minimum, I believe,
Right.
is a 2 to 3x, and I believe it'll be much, much higher than that.
Right.
So
I
yeah,
love it. And now's a
key
really good
is
time for me to give my little spiel about we are not rocket
yes.
scientists. I mean, we are not financial advisors. It's silly. I'm being silly when I say that
We are rocket
because
scientists,
we
but
are, right?
right.
Uh, anyway, so there's lots of risk in trading, and so you have to come in, only use the money that you can afford to lose. That's what we always say. We don't trade margins, so it's important that you understand this too. Uh, the reason that we don't is exactly what Doug's talking about right now. We can't manage money when when the market drops and suddenly you owe hundreds of thousands of dollars when you didn't put that kind of money in to begin with. Never borrow money to trade. It doesn't make any
Right.
sense at all. Yeah.
Yeah. I often ask people, why is somebody willing to give you free money to trade?
Yeah.
So,
Hello,
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, just think about it.
Yeah.
They most of those trades are kept in house. We could go through a whole thing on that, but they know you're going to lose.
Yeah.
So
Yes. We stay away
you
from
know,
that.
yeah.
So
All
this
right, let's
this
dive
channel's
into
for
this.
this channel's for educational purposes only. So please keep that in mind as we walk through various things with you. Things.
Right,
Best word I could think
things,
of. Things.
trading things.
Trading things.
Right. This is a trading thing. Okay, so this is what I did on Friday. We can see here, went out and bought 6,000 tokens. And inside nSights, I wanted to come here and put that trade in, and I tried to do that on Friday. I did a test here. You can see I got a test where I put in just a little bit and tracking that. I'm going to do that right now. The way that I'm doing this, and so everybody's clear, I took $300, I think it was, went out and bought 6,000 tokens. And I didn't take that $300 from a trade. This is $300 that I just took from my account, and I'm going to go out and buy UTHIX tokens. And I did go out and buy UTHIX tokens on Friday. I bought 6,000 of them with that $300. But now I want to track that purchase. Now, here I'm tracking all the purchases against existing trades. Okay, like Doge down here. I had $150 invested in Doge. I got $102 out of Doge, and I went out and I bought, 2,040 UTHIX tokens, and I'm tracking this negative position to get back up above this buy, right? So that when I do decide to close out, I can track these tokens in terms of profitability against this original trade. So I converted the tokens and I'm tracking, but now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I went out and I bought tokens that aren't attached to any prior or existing trade. Okay. I just went out and bought them. Okay. Now what do I do? So I come here to create, and under symbol, I'm going to give it a title T2 or trade 2, which is, there is no symbol. This is just a trade that I did that is independent of any pre-existing trade. Now, I did about 6,000 tokens. So I'm going to move 3,000 tokens into T2, okay? And I did it at token price 0.05. So tells me the target was $150, but I'm going to set it slightly negative because there were fees and things, and I want to make sure I cover everything. So I'm just going to put 0.05 here, and you can see this goes up a little bit. If I put 0.9, you can see it goes up a little bit more. Not a big deal. It's just a little bit in fees that I'm trying to cover, blockchain fees or whatever. It's not going to matter over time, but I'm just being detailed in that. Okay. And I'm going to hit submit. Now I'm going to see a T2 trade here come in. There it is, successful. Scroll down, see if it's at the bottom. It's right here, T2, 3,000 tokens. Now I did 500 tokens earlier, and I did 6,000 total. So this is 3,500. I have 2,500 tokens I still got to manage or deal with. So I'm going to go in and set up one more, and I'm going to call this T3. Okay. Trade 3. Number of tokens will be 2,500 because I did this little test with 500 of them. Token price is 0.05. Same negative, I'm going to do 0.05. Okay. And I'm going to hit submit. Okay, 2,500. Looking at my numbers, making sure everything's right. Hit submit. Okay. Now take a second, and we'll have a T3 here. Okay, now I have all 3 trades. Now what I want to do is, these are, I'm going to use to cost average existing trades. And I've got 2 trades. I got a number of trades that are, didn't do well. Quantum BTC, so quantum trading against BTC didn't do well. EOS against BTC didn't do well. I'm going to use these 3 trades to cost average these 2 trades. So I'm going to do quantum first. Okay. I'm going to take T1 and T3 and quantum here. I'm going to take the 3 of them, and I'm going to cost average them together. You're going to see them come together. You're going to see the token amount increase. Basically, I had $400 invested in quantum. I got 97 out. So quantum was way down. And I used that 97 to buy these 1,940 UTHIX tokens. But now I'm going to take these 2 that are total of 3,000 tokens and combine them with quantum. It would be exactly the same. Think of it this way, the easiest way to think of it. Quantum's down significantly. If I took money right now and put it into quantum, it would cost average my quantum position. I don't believe quantum may be done. If Bitcoin has a big move up here, quantum could go deeper. Okay. Don't want to do that. So I'm swapping quantum for UTHIX. I don't think if Bitcoin goes up, it's going to affect UTHIX at all, or the Otherverse token. I don't think it's going to affect it at all. That's just my opinion. I think it has a better chance against Bitcoin than quantum does. Okay. So I'm switching quantum for UTHIX, and now I'm cost averaging that trade that has this number of tokens. That was 406 bought in. Now remember, I put 300 in on Friday to buy 6,000 tokens. Now I'm going to take half of that, so $150. So I'm basically adding $150 to my $97 and cost averaging that position. so that I can get out and profit either sooner or with more profit if I let it run. Okay, so I've checked the 3 boxes. I'm going to hit cost average. Okay. And it says, are you sure you want to cost average these trades? Yes, I do. Okay. Successful. Okay. Now I have 2 of these, right? And I'm going to go in and look at this one right here and see, view. There's my T1 and my T3 and my quantum. All cost average, all the tokens together. Beautiful, done deal. Okay. And I no longer see a T1 and T2 in this lineup because they're under a cost average. Now, we'll work on the titles of this over time, get this easier for you to manage and see. And I have ideas on that. But right now, we were just working on getting the foundations in so we could all use this for the Otherverse UTHIX token purchases. Okay, the other one that I wanted to do was EOS, okay? And I wanted to use my T2, which is $150. It's 3,000 tokens. EOS is at 1,520 tokens, okay? So I'm going to take this one and this one, and I'm going to cost average that together, okay? Boom. And say, just look at it. It's going a little fast. I just want to make sure I check the right boxes. Always check, double check. EOS, no, not ETC, EOS. Right there it is, okay? And T2, right there it is, okay? Cost average, say yes. Okay. Oh, it did all. Okay. Yeah, there was 2 here. It did it twice, Deb. I thought it was. So this is a bug we'll send into the
Oh, yeah.
programmers. And it's because I clicked on it and double checked, went back and made sure that I did it. And then I clicked on it again and it caused a double entry. The programmers will clean that up and fix that and then not allow that to happen. So that was a good catch. Again, this is new software. Anything like this happens to you when you're moving things around, just let us know. It's not, this doesn't sell anything. It's not committing you to anything. It's just tracking for you. So
Yeah, it's
not a
just a
big deal.
display. This is just a
Yeah.
display issue. We're seeing it doubled, and we shouldn't.
Yeah.
They'll get that fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what's called a front end issue. So, and I looked at this number and I immediately knew that,
Mhm.
yep, we had something happen. So anyways, very simple to use. Today is the last day to get the UTHIX token that I know of. I don't think Brian has changed the date, so I haven't heard anything from anybody. So 0.05 ends today, midnight Pacific time. So if you haven't done it, you still got a little time for all of us procrastinators. And I put myself in that boat because I just did mine a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
So
I've still got a number of my own to do. I'm working on the documentation, which means I'm trying to get things for other people, and I absolutely refuse to get for myself before I make sure other people have what they need. So anyway, in a
see.
few hours I'll be doing my own.
All
Exciting,
right.
exciting stuff. Everybody go get your Otherverse. Go to our website, nSights DeFi Trader.io. That's NISIGHTS, DeFi Trader.io. Go on out there and click the Otherverse link at the top. It's going to give you 2 options. The first one is to go straight to the pre-sale and go ahead and start buying your tokens. The second option is to go ahead and go through the process to get yourself your trade tracker, which Doug was just showing you that you can use for your trades. So you can go get your tokens and then come back and set up your, yeah, there it is. Super easy. pre-sale tokens or profit tracker, you have access to both. Get your profit tracker, you can get straight to the pre-sale tokens from there. But go do it today. You have till 11:59 p.m. to get the 0.05 price. As of tomorrow, as far as we know, it's going to be 0.055, which is up just a bit. And you may or may not be able to be in the bonus tokens that Doug and Peter have graciously set aside to give to everybody who got their tokens at this first phase. Anyway, I'm excited. Doug, we'll see you again on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I know we're going to go into nSights and we're going to show you some tips and tricks inside of nSights so that you can manage your trades beautifully in there. Super excited.
And I'll drop one little bomb. I know that the programmers for Digibot are very close to getting the grids and the cost averaging and everything that we have in nSights working in Digibot.
Yes.
So
for those of you who are
crossed.
excited about centralized trading, trading on centralized platforms, our Digibot platform is also a trading platform. It uses Kraken and Binance.com. So those are the two options. If you use those now, or if you would like to use those instead of DeFi, or if you're like me and you like trading in both places, you're going to want to go get a Digibot account and get trading over there. And Doug, I can't wait. What we saw on, was it Thursday? Was we were surprised. We had no idea they had put screens
that
together
yeah.
that we could actually see a trade go through.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. So
yeah, they were way long. And the thing that I like about the centralized Kraken and Binance, especially on the Binance side, a lot of times we get Bitcoin pairs that have zero fees.
Yeah.
And so you set up our system with zero fees. Oh, you talk about going crazy.
Right.
We could absolutely go nuts. So
yeah,
exciting times, guys.
Exciting times. All right, Doug, we'll see you on Wednesday.
Thanks, Deb.